Hey everybody, this is Martin Mi5 back for another video. This is about Nio Stock, and we're talking about Bernstein lowers Nio Stock price target by 10%, notes headwinds in Q4 and Onvo performance. So this is a recent article from the 21st, which is today. I'm not giving you guys old news like a lot of these other channels do. So there's the ES8 there. So on Thursday, Bernstein SocGen Group updated its outlook on NIO Incorporated, reducing the electric vehicle company's price target from the previous $5 to $4.50, while keeping market perform rating on the stock. The adjustment follows NIO's third quarter results, which were reported to be in line with expectations, featuring revenue of RMB 8.7 billion. This figure represents a slight year-over-year decrease of 2.1%, but a sequential increase of 7% from the previous quarter. NIO's third quarter performance showcased a rise in vehicle sales volume, with 61.9 thousand units sold, marking an 11.6% increase year-over-year and a 7.8% climb in quarter-over-quarter. However, the average selling price, ASP, saw a decline to RMB 270k per unit, dropping by 14% compared to the same period last year, with 1.2% from the second quarter of 2024. The lower ASP was attributed to a weaker product mix and heightened promotional activity. Despite higher sales volume, NIO's gross margin stood at 10.7%, with the vehicle margin showing improvement of 13.1%, up from 11% in the third quarter of 2023 and 12.2% in the second quarter of 2024. These gains were credited to a reduced cost structure and increased scale. However, total operating cost expenses reached RMB 7.2 billion, accounting for 39.8% of the revenue, driven by the rapid expansion of Onvo store network. Consequently, the net loss for the quarter did not shrink in spite of the revenue increase and margin improvement, amounting to RMB 5.1 billion, or a net margin of minus 27.1%. Looking ahead, NIO provided a softer guidance for the fourth quarter, projecting revenues between RMB 9.7 billion and RMB 20.4 billion, which will represent a year-over-year growth of 15% to 19.2%. The company also anticipates Q4 sales volume to be in the range of 72 to 75k units. The guidance takes into account an expected delivery of 20k units from the new Onvo brand in the fourth quarter, implying potential quarter-over-quarter decrease in NIO brand deliveries of 10% to 15%, which is notably lower than anticipated for the industry's year in peak season. The report also highlighted concerns regarding Onvo brand's L60 model, which sold 4k units in October, its first full month of delivery. The production ramp-up for the L60 is considered slower than expected, with prospective customers reluctant to place orders due to vehicles not being eligible for trade-in subsidies until after the year end. Bernstein predicts that the L60 will achieve a steady state of 7k to 8k units in monthly deliveries, despite aggressive promotional efforts to stimulate demand. In other recent news, NIO Incorporated has faced significant shifts in market outlook. Macquarie, which I talked about in my last video, downgraded NIO stock to outperform to neutral and reduced its price target by 27% to 480, citing a shortfall in fourth quarter revenue and potential challenges with the Onvo model production. I've heard they've been having trouble with their Onvo deliveries. For one thing, they cannot fulfill the orders. Meanwhile, NIO's financial standing has bolstered by a recent RMB 3.3 billion investment in NIO China. In a strategic move, NIO is preparing to launch its first hybrid car model. And I told you guys about this many times, and nobody believed me that they were going to make a hybrid. They thought it was just fake news, basically. The Firefly, targeting overseas markets. See, they're not going to sell it currently in China. They're only going to do it overseas. But NIO doesn't seem to do what it says, so highly likely they're going to sell it in China as well. This development is aimed at navigating trade barriers, slower development of charging facilities in the international markets. Concurrently, the launch of NIO's first SUV under mass market brand Onvo has boosted the company's product positioning. The city expecting steady sales for the new model. Macquarie's analysts suggest that investors may need to temper their expectations for the company's growth in the near term. The firm's analysts have also expressed concerns over the impact of expiring local purchases of subsidies on orders for Onvo, estimating that 50 to 60% could be affected by the end of 2024. To complement Bernstein's analysis of NIO recent performance and outlook, Investing Pro data offers additional context for investors. Despite the challenges highlighted in this article, NIO's revenue growth remains strong with a 30.94% increase over the last 12 months of Q2 of 2024. This growth is even more pronounced on a quarterly basis, with Q2 2024 showing a remarkable 98.89% revenue growth. However, profitability remains a concern. They're still not profitable. Aligning with the article's discussion on NIO's net losses, Investing Pro tips indicated NIO is not profitable over the last 12 months, and the analysts do not anticipate the company will be profitable this year. Note, this is reflected in the negative operating income margin of minus 34.75% for the last 12 months. On a more positive note, NIO holds more cash than debt on its balance sheet, which could provide some financial flexibility as the company navigates its expansion and addresses the challenges with its new Onvo brand. The stock has also shown a strong return over the last 3 months, with 16.54% price total return, suggesting some investor optimism despite the lower price target mentioned in the article. For investors seeking a deeper understanding of NIO's financial health and market position, Investing Pro offers 11 additional tips beyond those mentioned here. These insights could be particularly valuable given the stock's high volatility and the company's position as a prominent player in the competitive automobiles industry. So, I was watching another video before this, and the NIO YouTuber, not going to mention the name, said that don't expect basically to make any money with NIO for a minimum of 2 years. That just buy it, go to sleep for 2 years, wake up, and it doesn't say what the price is going to be in 2 years. It doesn't say how much profit you guys are going to make in 2 years. In 2 years, it can go from $5 to $8 or 10. Or who knows? It's anybody's guess. And that's exactly what everybody seems to be doing, is just guessing. There is no hardcore evidence of any kind of price target for NIO. NIO's been stagnant. It's been in stagnant water for quite some time already. The last time NIO has done any real big performance, well, let's go to the chart. Let's go. Okay, we're looking at NIO here. This is the day chart, and this is my Robinhood account. As you can see, I do hold shares of NIO, and I made a whopping $5 total return. Woo! Yeah, baby. Let's get that NIO rolling. But, my point was, when's the last time NIO's even been near $15, for example? It's been quite some time. Let's take a look here. Shoot. It hadn't even been $10 in a year. Okay, so it kind of did a big jump there. So it was somewhere around 2020, October 28th of 2022, where it was in the $10 range. That's roughly 2 years ago. When was it $20? July 15th of 2022. It was around $20. So if you guys are expecting it to be $20 anytime soon, that I just don't see that happening. Like he had said in that video, wake up in 2 years and you're going to be profitable. Okay. From 5 something or whatever your guys' average cost is. I know a lot of you, your average cost is not $5. I'll tell you that right now. You guys are underwater. You told me you are. You guys are down 10, 15, 20, 30, 40K. So I don't know what your guys' average cost is, but it's going to take you a long time just to even break even. You guys have been busy catching a falling knife, and it's bit you in your butt. Trust me, I've done that. Been there, done that. No more. I'm not going to catch a falling knife. I'm going to hold at my average cost of $4.57 and just see what that does. If it starts to go up, I might put my foot on the gas. If it shows signs of confirmation that it is increasing steadily, then I will put my foot on the gas a little bit and start adding to the position. But until then, I'm just going to hold that, leave it be. So if you guys are way underwater, man, you can't sell your bag holding. You're going to lose a lot of money. Remember, you don't make anything, you don't lose anything until you hit that sell button. That's the whole name of the game there. So I wish you guys all the best of luck, obviously, whichever stock you guys choose to invest in. If you're going to do NIO, be very careful. Right now, you can't go wrong investing in this range. I mean, that is currently at, which is right around here. I mean, I doubt it's going to go to $2. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I admit it. But I think you guys would be safe anywhere in the $4 to $5 range. You should be fine. Add into your positions. Keep dollar cost averaging. And I think if you guys really want to buy NIO, I think you'll be all right. But just know, there are a lot of other better performing stocks out there right now. And you shouldn't just be limiting just to one stock. You want to have a little bit of diversity to your portfolio. Now, I'm not saying go create an ETF, but I've shown in my videos that, well, let's look at mine. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total different stocks, and I do have a little bit of Bitcoin, which is very negligible, but it's fairly diversified, and I'm doing pretty well on some of them. Some of them had many years. Some, like Nvidia, I've only had a little while, and it's already, for the amount of shares I have, which is very little, it's already had a decent return. So that's it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll be notified of my daily uploads of NIO videos and other entrepreneurial videos showing you guys how to make the most money possible. That's my whole goal on this channel, is to help you guys make money. I don't want you losing money, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Stay optimistic, and we'll see you in the next video.